Hi, this is Pat DiNizio, your host for the KitKat Acoustic Break. On this week's show, our guests are Junior Cottonmouth and Katell Keineg. We'll be right back with Junior Cottonmouth after this.
You're listening to the KitKat Acoustic Break, hosted by Pat DiNizio. Take a break with a KitKat bar.
Welcome to the KitKat Acoustic Break. I'm your host, Pat DiNizio, and our guest live in the recording studio in New York City. From England, please welcome Junior Cottonmouth.
Woo.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Hello.
You've been in the States a total of 3 days, and
Yeah.
how are you enjoying yourselves?
We've lost probably about 5 pounds in weight. Yeah.
So your debut album is out on the Atlantic Records label.
Yeah.
I understand you guys are old friends. Did you grow up together?
Three of us were at school together.
There's three you see. Yeah,
All the ones sat here, and Stuart, the drummer, who's in his cage,
best place.
was born a few miles down the road from us. So
Now, based on what I read in the bio from the record company, which may or may not be accurate, I understand that you started this a long time ago.
yeah,
Is that true? And then can you elaborate on that?
yeah. I mean, that's the basic situation. We started off as a school band, playing a few covers in our own songs, and went our separate ways. Got back together again about 3.5, 4 years ago, just through being friends really, and just started playing, and something clicked somewhere along the line. So.
Now, the first thing we're going to hear today, an acoustic version of your first single.
Yeah.
And the song is called
Something Scratching, and it goes something like this. No, it's not the same this time. Changing spots becomes a lifetime habit of mine. On top of the world, but inside out. If this is as good as it gets, well, I don't want to wake up. I'm not crying, but something scratching. I'm not crying, but something scratching, tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Measuring my progress is slow. I'm swimming against the tide, it's harder with the flow. Oh, it's getting so I can't recognize the difference between what's wrong and what I thought was right. I'm not crying, but something scratching. I'm not crying, but something scratching, tearing up my heart when I'm with you. I'm not crying, but something scratching. I'm not crying, but something scratching, tearing up my heart when I'm with you. But even the darkest times get light. And hanging around you always seems to make it right. If I explain myself to you, it's not that I'm happy, but it seems you're getting through. I'm not crying, but something scratching. I'm not crying, but something scratching, tearing up my heart when I'm with you. I'm not crying, but something scratching. I'm not crying, but something scratching, tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Well, it's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Just tearing up my heart when I'm with you.
From South London, UK, Junior Cottonmouth, Atlantic recording artists, currently on tour in the States promoting their first record, which is called, the album is called bespoke. And that has a specific meaning in England?
Yeah, it does, yeah. It basically means
handmade. It
Yeah,
refers to
handcrafted.
clothing, really,
Made to
in
measure.
particular. It's when it's city gents in England get their suits made, they go to a bespoke tailor, and we thought it.
Well,
sort of worked.
based on the way that you made the record, apparently you cut it live, like you did a live set, and then
Yeah, we did. I mean, we sat around in the room, Mike took what we could, and played it all live. We did it with Craig Leon, who is a New Yorker and probably did all that stuff with the Ramones and everyone else that he worked
it's
with.
a pretty illustrious production background.
Yeah, he's
That's
great. He's great.
Yeah, the album has a definite punk rock sensibility to it, and it's got loads of good songs on it as well.
You're a
So,
good man.
Well, I try to be. The second song we're going to hear is also from the record, presumably. This is called She's a Rocket.
Yeah. Okay. So a slow ballad, sort of. 2, 3, 4. I was talking to a stranger on the telephone. Asked him if he knew where to find her. He told me not to bother with the people around here. Suggested that I tried Asia Minor. Sometimes I'm impossible, I've never been sure what it is that stops her walking out of the door. 'Cause she's a rocket, what a winner. I'd do anything to make her smile. Well, she's a rocket, what a winner. I guess this loneliness is all worthwhile. But my memory is bad, my patience is worse. I'm a constant disappointment to my saintlier thoughts. Not easy to see, I'm trapped in the mind of a hyperactive juvenile with wandering eyes. Take it as it comes, get on the case. I've always been a sucker for another pretty face. She's a rocket, what a winner. I'd do anything to make her smile. She's a rocket, what a winner. I guess this loneliness is all worthwhile. I love that tumble down hair, the pillow's still hot. All the hours turn to seconds in the presence of God. So bear me away on the wings of a dove. I guess that I discovered there's a heaven above. See, I know it's not impossible to be more than a pretty face. It just takes a little sorrow. I get excited, got to get it back in the race. I can't wait until tomorrow. I can't wait till the sun goes down, yeah. 'Cause she's a rocket, what a winner. I'd do anything to make her smile. Yeah, she's a rocket, what a winner. I guess this loneliness is all worthwhile. Sometimes high in the sky, I get low, as you know. Sometimes high in the sky, I get low, as you know.
From England on the KitKat Acoustic break, Junior Cottonmouth. I understand you had a problem with the name. Someone here had the name.
Everybody else called Cottonmouth in this country did. So.
Was,
Yeah, we had to change it.
Was it true though that you name yourselves after a pet snake?
Yeah, it was true.
What does that really mean? You know. Oh boy.
What do snakes mean?
Yeah.
I quite like these songs, and you're obviously good pop tunesmiths. Any favorite songwriters? What did you grow up listening to?
Personally, I grew up listening to Bowie and Motley Hoople and T-Rex, and then straight on to the Clash and the Damned and the Buzzcocks, all the punk rock stuff.
That's all good stuff. The band is Paul Breuer on lead vocals and acoustic guitar, John Carricker on vocals, today just vocals, usually he's playing bass guitar, Mike Dodd on guitar and vocals, and hidden in a closet off to the right, Stuart Hilton on drums. We're going to hear the third song of the set. This is called Everything She Needs.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a shell of the man that I was. Living off misplaced promises cost me a lot. And it's hard sometimes to see just what she means to me, when I could give her everything she needs. She's never alone, and I'm always the last in line. Standing out here on the street, losing track of the time. And if I could make her see just what she means to me, then I could give her everything. I could give her everything. Well, I could give her everything she needs. Well, you see, I'm getting accustomed to seeing her walking away. Well, even the passing of time, it's not easy to say. Yeah, but I will still be here, just swimming in these tears. I could give her everything. I could give her everything. 'Cause I could give her everything she needs. One more. See, she doesn't wear any diamond rings. She got no need for synthetic things. 'Cause I could give her everything she needs.
You've been listening to the music of Junior Cottonmouth. They're in the States promoting their first Atlantic Records release called Bespoke. Gentlemen, good luck on the road, and thanks for being guests on
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
the KitKat Acoustic
Thank
Break.
you.
I'm your host,
Bye.
Pat
Hello,
DiNizio.
Hello, America. Bye.
Goodbye.
Hi, you're listening to the KitKat Acoustic Break. I'm your host, Pat DiNizio, and we're live in New York City at Quad Recording Studios with our special guest, electro recording artist Katell Keineg. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I understand you're in the middle of a tour promoting your new electro record, which is called Jet,
Yeah, that's right.
and it's your second album.
Yeah.
What was your first record called?
It's called O Seasons, O Castles.
Now, it came out in '94. I know this sounds like a loaded question. Why did you wait 3 years?
Well, why not, you know?
Was it to take time to develop the material, to have a life to write about, so to speak? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think of it consciously like that, you know, but I was doing gigs for about a year, then I spent about a year doing nothing, you know, and then I spent about a year making the records, so that's how it worked out.
Now, you're a Dublin resident, but you also live in New York. Do you live down in the East Village?
Sometimes I vary. You know, depends on who has a place available for me to stay in.
Understood. You're going to do a song now from the new album, again entitled Jet, and this song is called One Hell of a Life.
Yeah.
Above my head, well, lay me down. Don't go writing on my grave, I've said it all before the end. Lay me down. And when I'm dead, please don't philosophize or feel regret. Just remember me when I said I had one hell of a life, one hell of a life. I had one hell of a life. Throw my ashes to the wind, watch them blow into the sea. Well, throw me in. You can cry up there on the cliff, scream to heaven, work your grief, but throw me in. When I'm dead, please don't philosophize or feel regret. Just remember me when I said I had one hell of a life, one hell of a life. I had one hell of a life. Fear and guilt accumulate, and the time's never right to deal with it. Well, maybe now you can live your life in an endless wait, or build it high on the present tense. Maybe now. And when you're dead, they won't philosophize or feel regret. They'll remember you when you said you had one hell of a life, one hell of a life. You had one hell of a life. Build it high on serendipity, yeah. Build it higher on serendipity, yeah. And when we're all dead, they won't philosophize or feel regret. They'll remember us when we said we had one hell of a life, one hell of a life, one hell of a life, one hell of a life. We had one hell of a life, one hell of a life. We had one hell of a life.
That was One Hell of a Life, performed live on the KitKat Acoustic Break by Katell Keineg and band. It's a very, very good lyric,
Thank you.
and I should know. Being the host of the KitKat Acoustic Break, I know many things. The band is George on percussion. Hello, George.
Hi.
Dim on keys, Jared on bass. I want to talk about how you recorded your new album, Jet. I understand that you rented a house up in the Catskill Mountains in the Woodstock area. Tell me about that. I'm intrigued by that.
Well, I mean, we did some of it in the studio, in Bearsville studio, but mostly in the house, which was very close to the studio. And we set up in the living room and borrowed some stuff from Bearsville and rented some other things and spent the summer in the house, you know, basically recording.
I was always intrigued about that process. You know, the band recorded in the basement of their house in Big Pink, not far probably from where you were. Was the material written before you rented the house, or did it sort of evolve within the house?
The songs were written, but we had lots of time to, you know, work on the arrangements, and it meant we had more time, and that it was because in the studio I just find that you lose perspective very quickly because you work such long hours, and also we were able to have a social life, and you know.
I understand there's a lot of found instruments used on the record. like putting gravel in a bag, for example, as a shaker. Could you expand on that a bit?
Well, we just tried to.
Was there any groovy instrumentation found in the basement of the house left by the previous owner, for example?
No, we didn't go into the basement. It was a bit dark and frightening, but we tried to sort of just pick things up as we went along. You know, we also brought a lot of stuff with us. You know, I collect sort of a lot of toy instruments and instruments made for tourists. And everybody brought a lot of their own things as well. And then some things we just like the bag of gravel. We just made it up, as we went along.
Now, the next song we're going to hear is entitled Smile. Is this also from the new record, Jet?
It is, yeah.
Well, here we go.
Okay.
Country, call it.
That was Katell Keineg and her band performing a live rendition of Smile, a track that can be found on her second Elektra Records release entitled Jet, which is available as we speak.
Yeah, it is.
You're about to join the Lilith Tour. We wish you luck on that, and thank you for being our guests on the KitKat Acoustic Break.
Thank you.
I'm your host, Pat DiNizio. We'll see you. Our thanks to this week's guests, Junior Cottonmouth and Katell Keineg. And next time on the KitKat Acoustic Break, our guests will be better than Ezra. So please join us then. I'm Pat DiNizio, your host, and this is the KitKat Acoustic Break. Bye-bye.
The KitKat Acoustic Break is produced by Rob Stevens, Executive Producer, College Soundtrack, a division of Track Marketing. Associate Producer, Jamie Levitt. The KitKat Acoustic Break is recorded live in New York City, engineered by Chris Habeck, assisted by Mike Rue. Digital editing by Paul Goodrich. Take a break with a KitKat bar.
Hi, this is Pat DiNizio, the host of the KitKat Acoustic Break. Our guests on our next show are Junior Cottonmouth and Katell Keineg. So stay tuned to this radio station for the time and date of the next KitKat Acoustic Break.